The creepy and the kooky, mysterious and spooky, they're all together ooky, the Addams Family. The house is a museum where people come to see them. They really are a scream, the Addams Family. Meat, sweet, petite. Together with your shawl on, a broomstick you can crawl on. They're gonna pay a call on the Addams Family.
Well, hello there, family. Welcome to my website abode. That's right, folks. 'Tis I, multi-voice reviewer, dressing up as Gomez Addams from the Addams Family. Now, for those of you who don't know, who are the Addams Family? Well, the Addams Family are a bunch of Gothic families. Unlike the Munsters, who are actually, unlike the Munsters, who are actually a family of monsters, the Addams Family are actually a family of Goth family. And did you know it started in a comic book? There was a guy who goes by the name of Charles Addams. And he made this comic book, The Addams Family. As you can see here, this is Gomez Addams, the one I dressed up as. And this is his wife, Morticia. Why is it that Gomez is a Hispanic name and Morticia is French? And every time when Morticia speaks French, Gomez is like, Monsieur, tis, that's French! Oh, tish, speak some more. Chip de jour, Charles Addams, go. And of course, he does have a family. As you can see here. Darn wind. This is his son, Pugsley, and their daughter, Wednesday. Now, one thing about Pugsley and Wednesday, they're very juvenile. But they do get upset if they read a story of a knight in shiny armor killing a dragon. And of course, you have their lovable uncle, goes by the name of Fester Addams. One thing about him, he has a thing for dynamite. As for I, Gomez, I love playing trains. But not only I love playing with my trains, I like blowing them up. It's beautiful, beautiful. And of course they have Mama. She's like the witch of the family. And of course, their faithful, trusty servant, Lurch. And one thing about Lurch, he always goes like this.
You rang? Yes, Mrs. Addams.
Now, of course, there's a picture here it doesn't show. There's also Thing. Now, some of you are wondering, who is Thing? Well, Thing is actually a hand who lives inside of a box. He always pops out of a box to help out. Every time where the hand shows up, he's just there to help. Ah, thank you, Thing. Huh. Now, where exactly did I put that? Ah. Thanks again, Thing. Huh. Thing is very helpful. Well, what I got here is a complete series of the Addams Family. As you can see here, this is a complete series of the Addams Family from 1964 to 1966. Unbelievable, it's been that old. And of course, there's another member of the family, besides his cousin, Thing. They also have cousin It. That hairball with the derby and the glasses. Of course, one thing you should know about him, he's a playboy. he always flirts with any good-looking ladies he meets. And of course, one thing about him, only the Addams can understand what he says, because he always talks like this. Wow. So the Addams Family have been running for that long, believe it or not. But they're not gone for long, because what I have here is something else that would shock you. Back in 1972, they decided to have the Addams Family make a new appearance from that Scooby-Doo series called the new Scooby-Doo movies. You know, the one where they have Scooby-Doo and the gang meet celebrities. And on episode 3, they made this one. Scooby-Doo meets the Addams Family.
Zoinks! Like it's the first time meeting the Addams Family here, man.
Yeah, first time.
Sorry, sometimes I have a little bit of a Scooby-ness in me. But of course, that episode gave Hanna-Barbera the inspiration to make this in 1973, but sadly didn't last long. The Hanna-Barbera version of the cartoon series of the Addams Family. Until back in 1977, they decided to make a brand new Halloween special movie, rounding up the old cast from the Addams Family, including the actor and the actress who played Wednesday and Pugsley. Of course, on this one, Morticia has 2 other kids, Pugsley Jr. and Wednesday Jr. And the new series is called Halloween with the New Addams Family. We're in a certain time on Halloween. It's time for the Addams Family to have a party. And of course, Gomez, he has a brother who goes by the name of Pancho. But of course, the problem with Pancho is every time when Morticia speaks French, he can't help it. He starts kissing her, the same way Gomez kisses her. You know, one thing about the Addams Family, Gomez and Morticia, they both love each other so passionately. Now, back in the 60s, they always thought that it's against the censor code that the guy shouldn't be kissing his wife. I mean, share separate beds and just having the have a wife around who cooks and cleans for him. But on this one, Gomez, he always loves what his wife does, no matter what. And he's always madly in love with Morticia. You know, one of these days I should have met my Morticia one of these days. But who knows? And of course, one thing about that Halloween special, they had decided to make, they made a story into it on that Halloween special, that there is this guy named Bones Lafferty who's trying to find their safe so they can steal all of the Addams money. Because one thing about the Addams Family, they're rich. They are a rich family. So they pretty much support everything. And of course, Gomez, he's with the stock market. That's why he always never go broke. He always checks with the stocks in the stock market. Maybe I should get myself in the stock market, maybe. Anyway, after that Halloween special, things didn't show up about the Addams Family until they decided to make this. The Addams Family movie. Now Multi-Voice Reviewer's grandmother thought it was directed by Tim Burton, but nah. Tim Burton didn't have a hand in this. It was directed by somebody else. This one was directed by Barry Sonnenfeld, who made a lot of good comedies. And I gotta say, he made the Addams Family look good, and even he also made Thing come out of his box and just become a hand who walks around. Now, of course, in this one, in the movie, here they are. Addams Family and Addams Family Values, with their new son named Hubert. Now, in the first movie, Gomez is Fester's brother, and he feels bad about Fester disappearing for all those years, for 23 years at the Bermuda Triangle, until he finally showed up. Fester finally showed up with amnesia. So now this woman who wants to have the Addams vault brainwashed Fester Addams, saying that his name is Gordon, her son. But it turns out Fester finally felt comfortable being with the Addams family, and he also figured out that he was really Fester Addams. And then in Addams Family Values, there is that lovely actress, played by Joan Cusack, who plays, her name is Debbie Delinsky, but she's known as the Black Widow, who killed about 3 husbands for their money. So now she starts putting the moves on Fester, and Fester has a crush on her. But of course, she tries to separate the family. And that's one thing about the Addams family, you never separate a family. They stay together no matter what. Check out the movie, it's really good, and the sequel. And the movie got really popular enough that in 1992 and 1993, they made this. The Addams Family cartoon series, which was pretty good at the time. It was really good and really funny. And then in 1998, they decided to make a third movie, which I don't have a DVD of, but, it was okay. Wasn't that good. And this movie is called Addams Family Reunion, where everybody has been recast except the actor who played Lurch. Now, one thing I have to say, Tim Curry did a really good job in Gomez Addams. But Daryl Hannah as Morticia, no. Her role as Morticia Addams weren't that good. Makes me miss Angelica Houston. But that third movie after that third movie, they decided to make this. A new Addams Family series. It only lasted about 2 seasons, in 1998 to 1999. And here they are. Which I have to say, the new series, it's very similar to the old classic, but they also made some new ones. And then after that, everybody thought it was the end of the Addams Family. But not for long. Since now I've been hearing that they've been making something brand new. Something that I cannot even believe they done. Addams Family the Musical. And they said this time they based it on the comic book. And here's what the family looked like in the musical. And they also made another musical being recast. But it's the same story. Here's one thing I have to tell you. When I was a little kid, when I was really young, I watched the old Addams Family. And you want to know something? I always had a huge crush on all the actresses who played Wednesday. No, I'm not kidding. I had a crush on the actress who played Wednesday Addams on the black and white series. And then when I was like, I guess I was either like 12 or something, back in 19 in 1991, I was like either 12 or something. I had a huge crush on Christina Ricci, who played Wednesday. And then in 1999, I had another crush with another actress who played Wednesday on the new series. But one thing I always had crushes on actresses who plays Wednesday. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's the pigtails, the long pigtails, and how adorable she looked. And I was young back then, so... I mean, I'm not into them now. I mean, well... Although... Christina Ricci is still hot. I mean, I did have crushes on her until she kept on appearing on R-rated movies. And I stopped liking her until I saw her today, and she still looks great. But I haven't heard anything about the actress who played Wednesday in the new series. And of course I know that the actress who played Wednesday back in the 60s, I mean, she might be way older than me. But of course there was a YouTuber who made a YouTube series that it pretty much surprised me. I mean, if you ever go to YouTube, you should look up Adult Wednesday Addams, created by this YouTuber named Melissa Hunter. I mean, she made about 2 or 3 seasons of her show on YouTube until the legal laws told her to stop making them. So, I do miss those, I still miss those Adult Wednesday Addams series. And Melissa Hunter, if you're watching this, nice work. Anyway, right now she's really busy appearing in other movies and such. Like I heard she appeared in Wolf Girl, a girl who was raised by wolves. Comedy. And other things. So, I don't think she'll have enough room to do any new ones, or if those FCC jerks have to cancel her out. But hey, making like 2 or 3 seasons of Adult Wednesday Addams, not bad. I just wish I was in them. Anyway, this here is my review of the Addams Family. So any of you who like this review of the Addams Family, please leave a comment down below, hit like, and subscribe. As for me, I'm going to be doing some more. Right now, there is a movie about a group of superheroes, and the ultimate question I'm going to be doing on my next review is why can't they get a break? And it's going to be about 4 famous superheroes. And then after that, I got something very planned on next Easter, and it's about a superhero who's religious. So, that's all I have to say, so thank you for watching. Ba-ba-ba-boom. 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 Ha-ha-ha. 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 Da-da-da-da. Da-da-dum.